Hello.
Hi. Hi, Yazoo. Hi, everyone.
Hello, my friend. Can you introduce yourself so I can do your audio and we get to know who you are?
Okay, I'm in live right now.
Yeah, you're live right
Yeah.
now on Twitch. Yeah.
Okay. So I'm Zebulon, and I'm in the Red Dog, one of the clan representing the Band of Frenchies, the LBF. And I participate in the game tonight against the DT, the Dream Team. Yeah.
Yep.
I'm 28. That's all, I think.
Okay, awesome. What role did you play tonight in the game?
First, during the game, I was squad leader of the one tank, and we start at 3. But during the game, we decided to be 2 in the tank. So I have to manage the driver seat with the comms and the orders role.
Awesome. A bit of a rough game for you guys then in tanks, but we'll get on to that soon. The match is over. Let me know your thoughts on the match. You happy? You sad? Let me know.
About the tanks, pretty sad. We had a hard game. It
Yeah.
was really hard to reach the point, the objectives. And we passed a lot of time during enemies 80 guys. But I was a little disappointed losing the first objective, yes, because it was a fast taken objective by the Dream Team. But everybody, and me too, was proud of the Band of Frenchie. Everybody, the players, the infantry on the second objective, because they did a great job, I think. 45 minutes alone without our tanks to help them, without mortars. I think they gave all all they had, and did a really great fight.
Yeah, I agree, man. I mean, have you managed to have a look of how Dream Team took the first cap at this point, or have you still not seen the start of the game yet?
I didn't see the start game, but I asked what happened. So they told me that there was a infantry push from northwest, and Churchill on the northeast of the objective of the first objective, keeping our reinforcement on the second objective, keeping them to reach on the first objective. So there was two infantry squad on the first objective. I think they died because of the push, the the lightning push, if it's good in
Yep.
English. And it was fast. We wasn't really prepared for this fast move. But so that's, I think, what happened. They did a great job in their strategy, the Dream Team, and we didn't receive the surprise as good as we thought.
Fair enough. I mean, they did bring a new tactic to the field that I don't think any team has really seen before. So you can't take full, you got to remember that from your side. You kind of did see a new tactic from the attackers used tonight. That being said, after they took the first cap within the first 13 minutes, what was things like on your side? What was the communication like? What was the plan like afterwards?
Repeat after the first objective taken. Is that right?
Yeah.
Um, no, everybody take their role seriously, and manage to have a clear com, a lot of com, because we have to move fastly against the Dream Team, because they were fast at the beginning, and we are a little late about their movements. So everybody took place on the second objective really fast with a lot of comms. Everybody talked one after the others, and it was a really great team play to defend the second objective next.
Yeah, you guys did a good job holding on to that second job. A couple of times that came really close, but you guys managed to just dig in and hold on. and it was really impressive the defense you guys actually had towards the end. Um,
Yeah, yeah. Our infantry thought that they receive a lot of a lot of mortars, enemy mortars on the head, dying and retry.
yeah,
But they kept the second objective. Good job from them.
I expect there's maybe a little PTSD from those who had to hide inside the church with the mortars
Yeah, I
all
think too.
game. Okay, that being said, what strategy did you guys want to implement tonight? Can you walk us through that?
Can you reformulate? Can you say in another way?
What was the plan, the strategy you had going into this game as a team? Did people have certain roles, positions on the map, so forth?
Yeah, like the previous week, we planned a strategy for the first objective, and we improvised for the second objective. Um, Everybody have a role, yes. Everybody
I
keep
guess it.
their role during the game. There is not a lot, maybe later, but no, there is not no change about the role of people. But yeah, we plan a strategy for the first objective. We put um, our infantry on the objective to take a push from the enemy, but it was not enough. But after all, we don't plan the after of the game, because we plan the beginning because we have to warm up, and after we are good to change uh, to change our move by what happened on the field, on the battleground.
Okay. Yeah, I get you. I get you. How frustrating? Walk us through then how frustrating it was for you tonight with your tanks then, because we had Mad, Matt, and Knight on the other. Every time I saw them, they seemed to be ambushing one of your guys' tanks.
Yeah, it was not a great night, a great evening for our tank. It was frustrating, yes, because they were every time on our movements, on our way. Um, I think there is a good job from enemy AT guys, and enemy tank going on the other side of where we came from, and we have to practice more together. Our crews have to practice more and to think maybe how different how to support the infantry, because when we try, we have the experience to try to support the infantry close of them, but 80 are on our way and we can't do that.
Oh,
Like tonight, you saw that.
yeah, it's understandable. And likewise, you guys, you had I'm probably pronouncing his name wrong. Golfar, he was your AT guy on your side on LBF, and he did an incredible job as well, harassing CDT's tanks. He took out a few himself. So
Yeah, they told me that 80 guys was in our team was really good, really good.
exactly. Well, moving on from the strategies and what you guys implemented tonight, is there anything from your team's performance tonight that you feel like you're going to go and work on? You're going to practice a little bit more, go back to the drawing board, so to say?
For the infantry side, I don't think no. No. At this time today, I have no really idea for them to work, because they did a really great work. I think with a mortar on them, tank on them, lot of every enemy's infantry on them. I think we have to work maybe on our logistics squad, maybe for the mortar. I don't know about this side of the team during tonight. What happened? Maybe to work to speak about what they did to help our infantry to fight with less PTSD. And yeah, about our tank, we have to rethink how we move on the battlefield, because we have not. I think we miss something about our move on the battlefield when we are in troubles, and when we have to move in urgence, rapidly, fastly.
Okay, fair. And from your point of view, once again, is there anyone on your team that you would nominate as an MVP who went above and beyond tonight?
MVP tonight. It's hard to choice. I have to choice.
You don't have to, but if you do have someone who you feel like, maybe they deserve a little bit of a shout out.
Really, I think there is no MVP. I just scroll rapidly on the scores, and I don't think it's our. I don't think there is MVP on the tanks because we didn't really help on the battlefield. I don't think there is an MVP. Scoring on the scoreboard, I think really all the infantry did a great job. All the squad leader communicated really great and really peacefully and strategically. For me, there is maybe sometimes there is an MVP, but from my point of view of a tank guy, I think all the infantry is one MVP themselves.
Okay,
Itself.
fair. I'm pretty much at the end of my questions, so I'll ask chat if they have any questions. One question is, why wasn't the AT from your guys using a commander car or something like that? Is there a reason?
No, I'm not aware about that. It's strange. You're right, but I don't explain that.
Yeah, it's fair.
I can't explain.
Well, chat, if you have any questions, now's the time to put them in. While I wait for chat to ask any questions, is there anything you would like to say towards the other team or a final message here?
Yeah. I want to applaud LBF, the Band of Frenchies, for their work tonight. During 45 minutes, they fight against a really hard enemy, really dream team, really strong, really confident, I think, because they destroy our tanks and they took the first objective. So against a great team like Dream Team, they did a really great job, a really good strategy at the beginning, and after they really good fighters. So thank you for both teams. Everybody, I think, tonight made a great show and great fight and did their best.
Okay, fair enough.
And thank you for the viewers to be here to support both teams and for you to cast the play.
Thank you, chat.
The fight. Thank you.
Thank you, man. I have a question here is, what's the biggest takeaway you get from this match as a team from your overall strategy?
Can you redefine takeaway? Sorry.
If what have you learned from this match going forward for your future strategies? I had a brain fart then. I couldn't think.
I think we have to think more about the next minutes of the game, not just on the beginning. I think we have to practice on strategy 1, 2, 3 to backup strategy. Yeah.
Yep, I get you.
Yeah, I think it's what we have to learn about that. Backup strategies, a little bit, just maybe a setup, just something light, but a setup. And yeah, about the tank, we have to watch the previous match, I think, and the previous match of the other gameplays of the other teams to work on our tank strategy, work movements, and work repositions, and work on and tank idea. I think tank movements, tank idea. I think it's what we have to learn tonight for Bande of Frenchies.
Okay, fair enough. I don't see any other questions in chat, so once again, thank you for joining me, Seb. Good luck in your future matches. I'm really looking forward to them. You've been really entertaining, both teams tonight watching, so I'm looking forward to your round 2 matches. And,
thank you.
Yeah, good night, man. Get a rest and come back strong, yeah?
Thank you, Yazoo. Thank you, everybody, for to be here supporting both teams. Have a good weekend.
Yeah,
Bye.
you too, man. Have a good weekend. Bye 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 bye.
Thank you. Bye. Bye bye.
Chat. What a nice guy, yeah, chat? What a nice guy. What a nice guy. Oui, bonjour, ça va?
Hello. Hello, Yazoo. How are you?
Bien. Et vous?
Okay. Ah, nice. Very good. Thank you.
Hello,
Alors,
Yazoo.
Hello, how are you guys doing?
do you like good stream?
Very good, very good.
I think it was a good stream. I think everyone enjoyed it. Incredible game from you guys. So who do I have joining us
Thank you.
tonight so I can put it in the video for later? If you want to just introduce yourselves.
Zeus, please go first.
Faut me traduire en anglais.
Ah, c'est juste te présenter.
Ah.
Juste te présenter rapidement.
Ah, ok, comme ça, lui traduise. Me présenter rapidement, c'est-à-dire, je suis le commandant de la
This
DT.
is a bit quiet, so I'm going to turn it up a little bit.
Et,
So,
quoi dire de plus je sais pas trop, comme ça.
I'm going to turn
je suis le commandant de la
Kainak
team.
down because he was a bit loud. There we go. Audio should be good now.
he's Zeus is the DT commander, and that's pretty cool. As you say.
And for my part, Kenak, so I'm in charge of the strategy of the team and squad leader of the 4th section of infantry of the team.
Awesome. Thank you for doing this interview, guys. I appreciate it. So, my first question to both of you is how are you feeling after tonight's match? Knack, if you want to go first, because then Louis can translate, I guess.
Yes, sure, no problem. I'm very happy how the strategy came out. I mean, it was a big challenge to get this first point. We know from the past that it's a very difficult point to get. And so we worked very hard to train, prepare, time exactly every move. It was very, very challenging to stay at the main base doing nothing, just sweating, waiting. And when the time was good, we reached for it. And hopefully a big thank you to our squad leader, Adibu, who stayed on the south to move the enemy as far as possible from the cap so we can get on it fast, and that's what happened. So I'm very, very happy that we managed to get this first point quite quickly.
Awesome. And Louis, can you translate to Zeus as well? Same question. How does he feel after this match?
Yes. Comment tu te sens après ce match? Comment s'est passé pour toi?
Content parce que l'objectif était de caper le premier point absolument rapidement. Et on pensait pas l'avoir aussi rapide. On avait une très belle équipe en face avec des très bons joueurs au corps à corps. Donc du coup, on a été ravis de se prendre ce premier point. Et puis après, il fallait gérer le deuxième point qui est plus dur au niveau de l'église. Où on a fait tout ce qu'il fallait. On a essayé au maximum et tout. Voilà, on n'a pas réussi, mais niveau ticket et tout, on peut voir sereinement les prochains matchs qui vont arriver de nos adversaires. Non, je suis vraiment content de l'ensemble de l'équipe. C'était vraiment pas une partie facile sur une map qui est pas évidente. Et on a fait ce qu'il fallait sur ce premier point qui aurait pu être très dur à caper. Et puis avec une pointe de génie de Kayanak sur la tactique et Peroxide qui ont vraiment travaillé dessus. Je répète encore. Et voilà, il y a eu deux très belles équipes qui ont répondu encore présents sur ce match-là et qui nous ont offert à tous du bon spectacle pour les streamers.
Okay, so he's really happy of the match, really happy of his team. They were facing a really good team, especially in close combat. The objective was to take the first point, and it's objective accomplished tonight for them. So yes, they're really happy of this match. For them, it was a great game, and they really liked how it happened. He's really happy of the strategy from Kenak, who worked really well. Yes, that's all. That's all what he said.
Awesome. My next question then kind of leads on to what you just said at the end. who is responsible for the strategy coming up tonight? Because that is incredibly unique. I don't think we've seen a strategy like that in any season so far. So who is responsible for coming up with that? And can you just walk us through what the plan was?
Mainly, I'm in charge of most of the strategy in the Dream Team, but hopefully I'm not alone working on this. A big thanks to all the squad leaders that help, especially Peroxide, our main tank commander, that came up with the exact way to get through the northern part of the point. But I'm very happy that this big strategy of distraction on the south worked out very well. So yep, that's a big cocky move from my part, and I'm very glad that it all worked out very well, because it could have gone very wrong. We are very afraid of the enemy tanks, because we knew that waiting, that's about 5 minutes, was the perfect time for the enemy tanks to reach on the point and completely destroy our assault on the north. So big thanks to Knight or 80 that managed to get on the way of the King Tiger and distract it long enough so we can get the first point quickly without enemy tanks on the point.
Awesome, and yeah, it worked out exactly as you said. You sent some around the flank to infiltrate and disturb their supply lines, take out their logi and tanks, and then you did this incredible push through the north using like a vehicle tent with extra vehicles to speed you up, and then a forward FOB. It seemed to be executed almost perfectly. Is there anything about the plan that didn't go the way that you intended to go?
No, absolutely nothing. I'm very glad that we managed to train hard enough to get everything smooth and ready. I think we input like 1-2 hours per day to train hard on this one. At first, many things went wrong while training, but today on the D-Day, everything went smoothly. The smokes on the south, the HE to cover and prevent the enemy to come back on the point. Everything went very great. I'm happy of everyone's job.
Awesome. And yeah, you just mentioned briefly. So at the beginning, we saw the smoke screen coming down and it was landing like behind the first cap. Was that intentional? And if so, why?
The big point was to hide the fact that on the south, we only had a few men, one squad, six men. So it was a big concern of us that they spot with the binoculars that, oh, there is only a few guys there. No big deal. We can stay here. So no, we wanted to have them fear this attack from the south, so we can have as much troop concentrating on the south and not focusing on what's coming from the north.
Some big brain ideas and strategies involved then. Louis, can you ask Zeus the similar question, like how he felt their strategy went tonight, being very unique and we've not seen it before?
Du coup, Zeus, toi, comment t'as senti la stratégie de ton côté? Enfin, comment pour toi ça s'est déroulé? S'il y a des trucs que tu aurais mieux faire ou limite changer?
Mieux faire, non. Changer, non. Je suis pas assez doué pour ça. J'ai pas des compétences pour ça, donc je laisse faire Kayana qui, et pour moi, elle a été parfaitement exécutée déjà pour le premier point. Et la gestion pour le deuxième point, on a dû essayer des choses qu'on n'était pas sûr, on savait pas comment on allait s'adapter, mais bon, on l'a fait. Pour moi, ça a bien fonctionné. Euh, sur mon regard, peut-être le regret de ne pas avoir capé le deuxième point par gourmandise, mais l'objectif qu'on s'était fixé, c'était ce premier point. Donc l'objectif a été bien correct, a été maintenu et c'était ça notre principal. Après, il y a toujours des petites erreurs, peut-être des petites failles, des petites corrections. Voilà, peut-être qu'on a été trop gourmand, on est peut-être allé trop en frontal à un moment, où il fallait peut-être plus se disperser, mais c'est jamais évident de gérer un match en temps réel euh, avec des équipes qui sont assez agressives dans le même style de jeu. Donc non, on a réussi notre objectif et on a travaillé dur pour l'atteindre. Donc voilà.
Okay, so no, he's really happy with this strategy. It was a really good work from Kenak. As always, there is some mistake, some problem, but for him it was almost perfect. Just a bit this a little deception to not have take the second point. Also, maybe the rush a bit too much for the second point, and yes, but for the first point, he was really happy of the work of his team, and no, he won't change anything if he had to.
Awesome. Okay. Moving away from the first point, then, was there a strategy for the second point, or was the plan purely just to get the first point and then freestyle from that point on?
Mainly, we focused on the first point for training, but of course, we knew that if this whole thing managed to work out, we had to go on the second one and do our best to capture it. Mainly, we focused on two main axes of attack, one from the north, one from the west.
Yeah.
That's mainly what we did. I guess each of our axes of attack managed to land one foot on the point, but not enough to cap it properly. And we also landed a lot of expectation from our mortar team to do as much damage as they could. I think that they did a good job on this part, but we knew that our tanks, for example, could not give a lot of support in this kind of close-up environment with many trees and bushes in the way. So it was mainly an infantry job on this one. So it was far less prepared than the first one. We knew that we had no element of surprise on this one. It was hand-to-hand combat, and I think we did pretty well. It was very close from getting a point down.
Awesome. My next question will be for Zeus then, Louis, if you want to translate my next question. And it's based on tonight's performance from your team, is there anything that you're going to go practice more, or you're going to readdress anything along those lines?
En vue de comment ta team a performé ce soir, Zeus, est-ce qu'il y a quelque chose sur lequel tu voudrais particulièrement t'entraîner ou travailler
I'm so hungry,
pour
Joe.
les prochains matchs?
Pour les prochains matchs, on tombe sur une équipe anglaise. On se connaît un petit peu de vue, on va travailler toujours encore sur la cohésion. Je pense que c'est important, la cohésion, la communication, pour être de plus en plus explosif. Mais ouais, on va travailler, je dirais, encore sur la cohésion et sur la communication, parce que ces deux mots-là sont les clés de ce jeu. C'est ce qui permet de perforer. Une bonne cohésion avec une bonne communication, c'est de bonnes clés et c'est une bonne formule pour essayer de gagner des matchs contre des équipes chevronnées. On verra tout ça dans la semaine.
So, yes, he would like to work mainly cohesion and communication, because it's really the key of this game, these two things. Yes, he would like to train this during this week for the next match against the English Rusty 41.
England.
And yes, that's pretty old.
Awesome. Well, yeah, that was going to lead on to my next question, really. In round 2, they're going up against Rusty 40. How are you feeling about that? Both Kanak and Zeus, how are you guys feeling about going up against Rusty 40 in round 2?
Big team, Rusty 40. We played with some of their players in the past in casual games. We know that will be kind of different. The play style is kind of different between French player and English players. But we do expect a very tough challenge. We haven't worked on it yet.
It means
too
English
much,
players are better.
but we know that it's not going to be easy, and we will need to pull some kind of trick again to make this team fall.
Okay, Lou, can you ask how Zeus feels about going up against Rusty 40 in round 2?
Du coup, comment tu sens le prochain match contre contre les Rusty 40?
Les Rusty et
Chat, if you have any
40,
questions, put
deux
questions in
anciennes
chat as well.
équipes qui ont traversé
And I'll
les jeux
ask
vidéo
them
depuis Red
when
Orchestra.
it's time.
Donc, ont une culture du jeu tactique assez pointue, qui ont une bonne connaissance des jeux. Hein. Ils sont sur beaucoup de jeux, les deux. Et du coup, un énorme respect forcément pour ces teams-là. Bah, on va l'aborder, on va tout faire pour travailler déjà. Commencer à préparer déjà notre stratégie la semaine prochaine. Essayer de s'adapter vers un adversaire qui n'a pas le même style de jeu que les Français. je dirais peut-être un peu moins agressif, mais très bon tactiquement aussi. Donc on va voir, ça sera la surprise encore pour les semaines à venir. Je pense que ça va être sympa d'avoir deux cultures différentes. Ça va changer des équipes françaises. On va voir, je serai curieux. Je sais que c'est une bonne équipe à pas sous-estimer, qu'il y a 2 matchs et on fera tout pour essayer de mener notre mission à bien pour la victoire.
So yes. So Rusty 40, an old team since they're there since Red Orchestra. They have a lot of experience on tactical game. It's a big respect to them because that's a really whole team and good team. Yes, he will train a lot and also find a new strategy to adapt for the English play style that will certainly change from the French play style. And yes, he will try his best against them, and he hope that it will be a good match.
Awesome. And when he means English player style, he means English is better, right? English players are better.
I say less aggressive, but um, as effective.
Okay, yeah. I get you. That's a polite way to put it. Okay, I want nominations from both these guys on if they have any nominations on who they would put forward as an MVP from this game.
So we had a small debriefing with the squad leader just after the match, and definitely we choose Adibu, which is the squad leader from the squad in the south, who made the distraction at the beginning. It was a very tough job. It was very funny and frightening at the same time to hear him in the vocal chat saying like, "Oh my God, they are all on us, guys, they are all on us." It was a very tough job for them to go under all this pressure. And actually, we knew that the more pressure they had on the south, the less it would be on the north. So yeah, definitely him and his squad made a big job tonight. So yes, big shout out to these guys.
What was his name again?
Adibu.
I don't know how to. Could one of you whisper me his name because I don't know how to spell that.
I guess in English it would be Adibu.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Right. Moving on then. My final point. Is there anything you guys would want to say as a final message towards LBF or in general? Any final message from either of you?
I guess I will. I mean, it was very, very well played from them. We knew that was a tough team to challenge, and we were very, very not confident at the beginning of the match. Even if we worked on this strategy a lot, we trained. It was not full 100%. Like everybody was okay. It's going to work. No. It was definitely not a clear victory from the beginning. So no, big shout out to them because they hold up very strongly. Of course, they got destabilized at the beginning, but we saw on the second point that they got back on their shoes and managed to bring a big defense against us. So yeah, very well played from them, and we expect this same kind of skill from the future match against the Rusty 40, and we hope so in future match in the competition.
Cool. And Louis, can you ask Zeus if he has any final message?
Du coup, si tu as un dernier truc à dire, Zeus.
Bon, on sera prêt pour le prochain match et merci à tous ceux qui ont regardé le match. J'espère que tout le monde a pris du plaisir. Donc voilà, encore deux belles équipes. Pour une belle game, il faut deux acteurs et ils étaient encore là ce soir pour livrer pour les streamers. Donc rendez-vous pour notre prochain match.
He said that they will be ready for the next match. Tonight was a great match with great team. He thanks all the viewer. He thanks also the streamer, and he say rendezvous for the next match.
Awesome. Yeah, I honestly can't wait for that next match. I'm really looking forward to it. It's on Drill as well. Arguably the best map in the game. I'm sure Kanak and Zeus, you'll agree. Drill, best map.
Definitely one of the best. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure Zeus will agree. aside from that, guys, thank you for putting this time to do an interview. I really appreciate it. Good game tonight. Really impressive. One of the best I think we've seen in any tournament so far on the EU ladder. So, yeah, that's all from me. Much love. Merci.
Merci, merci. Thank you for having us. I hope that everybody enjoyed the show in the stream.
Yes.
I'm sure they did. Thank you again. Merci.
Merci
Bye-bye.
beaucoup. Bye bye.
Bye-bye.
Merci. Bye.
Chat, that was Zeus and Kanak from Clan Dream Team. Sorry, I'm having a bit of a brain fart. I'm having brain farts because it's got to that part of the day where it's pretty late. I'm not eating. I'm in brain farts. But and we'll set it for 5 minutes. So there's the poll. The poll is up. Go vote, chat. Who do we have in the poll? We have, firstly, I had to do them together. Mad Matt and Knight, 80 extraordinaires for CDT. They destroyed a plethora of tanks tonight. Absolutely decimated the armored division from the Axis, the defenders. Big game from them. Adabu, squad leader, who did that initial flank around to the south at the beginning, cut off the logistics, cut off those MSPs, delayed and distracted LBF on defense. Pivotable is a pivotable moment in the strategies, and that's the real reason why CDT was able to take that cap so quickly within 13 minutes. And then finally, gotta throw some love out there for Golfar, 80 from LBF. Man, he was running all over the place tonight. He was just popping his head up all over the place, having to deal with those tanks, that Greyhound and that Staghound that was flying around, those Shermans and Churchills. He was running all over the place, trying to keep those tanks from a CDT at bay. So give a shout out to him. Incredible game. I hope you guys enjoyed this game. This interview will be up on YouTube as always, and yeah, you can watch it on YouTube. Also, the match highlight will be up on YouTube as well. I'll try to upload it tonight. If not tonight, it'll be tomorrow. If you haven't already, join the European Ladder Discord, where all information gets put. Links in chat now. If you're watching this on YouTube, there'll be a link in the description. Join it. Match calendars, updates on the tournament, standings, so forth. You can visit the website as well for that information, but join the Discord. You might even be able to get involved in some way yourself if you want to play in these competitive games or being part of the organization for future tournaments and so forth and so forth. So do that. And what else can I say? I mean, it was a good match tonight. Tomorrow there is going to be another match, and on Sunday there's going to be another match. Tomorrow it is a VDP versus JTF in match 2 of their first round clash. Volontaire da Patrie, our South American entry for the first time this year, is going to be on the defense. Joint Task Force, which is a mix of French, Spanish, and a NA clan, are on the attack tomorrow. That's going to be a good game. You want to watch that game. And then on Sunday, we have the rematch between Coalition Francophone and Rusty 40. Coalition Francophone Season 2 winners. They're on the attack as against Rusty 40. 4th place in Season 2, Rusty 40. Coalition Francophone's on the attack, and there's a lot of people expecting them to have a big attack plan on Sunday. Information about where you can watch those matches, again, in the Discord that you can see linked above me. There, and also the link that I'm hiding behind, links in description on YouTube. Information who's casting that, where you can watch those games and be involved, already available on the website and also in the Discord. 2 minutes left on the vote. Go vote for your MVP this game. Let's get those MVPs done. And yeah, what a game, man. I enjoy that. I'm really enjoying this, and I'm touching wood. Quite a lot. I'm always anxious and nervous before these games go because this tournament is kind of my baby. I've put a lot of time into this, so I'm always hoping things go smooth and, you know, people enjoy their time, they enjoy watching and playing. So I'm always a little bit nervous that, you know, things run smooth, and so far, fingers crossed, touching wood, everything has been going quite smooth so far, and I hope that carries on through the season. The first rounds of the group stages will be over this weekend, and then we're going to go into round 2 and 3, and then we'll go into the elimination phases. So yeah, about a minute left in the vote. Go vote. or W for too much TK. There was a lot of team killing with those mortars. A lot of team killing tonight. I think if CDT managed to take the second cap, which they almost did, if they managed to take the second cap, I think we would have seen them win the match, because they were over a 100 ticket lead. They had taken out all the German heavy tanks, so they had mostly tank dominance at that point. I think if they managed to take that second cap, they would have won the match overall. And it just shows it's incredibly hard for the attacking team to win in Postscriptum, but it is possible. It is possible. With the right strategies, with the right team, with the right training and practice, you can win as the attacking team in these competitive games. You know, they would have definitely won if they capped. It would have been very likely. Might not have, because they would only have got 15 extra minutes. It would have been close, but, you know, it was very likely. MVP is over, and congratulations. In first place with 55% of the votes, Adebu, squad leader for Clan Dream Team, who led that initial flank at the beginning, infiltrated the enemy defender lines, cut off the reinforcements, cut off the Logi teams and the MSPs and the tanks. Good job to him. Second place, 27% of the votes. Mad Max and Knight, ATs from Clan Dream Team, destroyed so many tanks tonight. I lost count. At least 4 minimum tanks they took out tonight. They did an incredible job. And then in third, 18% of the votes, Golfar, AT for LBF. He was running all over the place trying to deal with the allied tanks tonight. He just did not stop. He was doing everything he could, and he took out a few tanks himself. So congratulations to him. Congratulations to everyone, to both teams. Incredible game. And that's it. If you are watching this video on YouTube, remember, like, subscribe, get involved in the Postscriptum community. Honestly, you're missing out on so much. There's so much going on in the Postscriptum community. So remember, like, subscribe to the channel to see more content coming forward. And if you want to also, you know, visit the Twitch channel where I'm hosting a lot of these games, twitch.tv/Phil_Yazoo. All links to my socials below as well. I'm going to end it with some Doc.